In the shadowed corners of history, where the threads of legend and fact intertwine, lies the Stanley Hotel, a beacon to those who seek the whispers of the past and the murmurs of the other side. My darlings of the dark, I invite you to journey with me as we peel back the layers of time, revealing stories of ambition, spectral presences, and the indelible mark of a literary nightmare. Our exploration begins with Freeland Oscar Stanley, a man whose vision carved a monument to luxury from the rugged wilderness of Estes Park. Within the walls of his grand creation, room 217 waits, silent and brooding, a chamber where history and haunting collide, inspiring terror in the heart of a young Stephen King. Prepare to be ensnared by the allure of the unknown, for as we delve into the spectral heart of the Stanley, we confront not just ghosts, but the essence of fear itself. Join me as we step into the world where the veil is thin and the spirits speak. Every episode this season is a two-parter. The first part is about the history of the hotel. The second part, we get into the paranormal activity. I will be uploading 2 episodes a week, so please stick around and come back for more. In today's episode of Ancient Secrets and Haunted Journeys, we unravel the chilling and tragic story of the 1911 gas explosion at the Stanley Hotel, a tale that marries technological ambition with unforeseen danger in the heart of Estes Park, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel, an emblem of luxury and modernity set against the raw beauty of the Rockies, became the stage for a catastrophic event that would forever alter its history. Built by Freeland Oscar Stanley with a vision of grandeur and cutting-edge technology, the hotel's early adoption of electricity was revolutionary. Yet, it was this very pursuit of innovation that led to a reliance on gas lighting as a supplemental source, culminating a disastrous explosion in room 217. This episode delves into the fateful day when ambition met tragedy, the resilience of those caught in the aftermath, and the spectral whispers that linger in the halls, hinting at a history that refuses to be forgotten. In the early years of the 20th century, the Stanley Hotel emerged as a beacon of luxury and modernity in the rugged wilderness of Estes Park, Colorado. Built by Freeland Oscar Stanley, who sought to recreate the opulence and comfort of East Coast establishments amidst the natural beauty of the Rockies, the hotel boasted cutting-edge technologies of its era. Despite these advancements, the Stanley Hotel faced significant challenges inherent to its remote location and the technological limitations of the time. In 1911, the hotel's reliance on gas lighting came to a tragic head. Initially designed to be powered entirely by electricity, the Stanley Hotel was one of the few in the world at that time to embrace such innovation. However, the power plant used by the hotel soon proved insufficient, struggling to provide consistent electricity across the property. This issue was exacerbated by the hotel's isolated location, far removed from the urban centers that were the focal points of technological advancements in that era. To compensate for these limitations, gas-powered lighting was introduced as a necessary supplement. This decision, while pragmatic, introduced new risks. The events leading up to the explosion in room 217 began innocuously enough, with the installation of gas lines to ensure that light could be maintained even when the electrical power faltered. Yet, just one day after the gas system was filled, a catastrophe unfolded that would etch itself into the history of the Stanley Hotel. The explosion was precipitated by a gas leak, a peril of early gas lighting systems that were prone to such dangers due to the rudimentary safety standards and technologies of the time. The head chambermaid, Elizabeth Wilson, unwittingly ignited this leak with a lit candle, triggering an explosion that caused substantial damage to the hotel and injured several employees, including Wilson herself. The blast powerful enough to cause structural damage to the dining room and west wing, launching Wilson from the room's entrance to the dining hall below. This incident starkly highlighted the technological challenges faced by early 20th century establishments like the Stanley Hotel. In an era where electricity was still a novel and unreliable resource in remote locations, the hotel's attempt to blend modern conveniences with the natural allure of the Rockies brought unforeseen dangers. The explosion in room 217 was a grim reminder of the risks involved in navigating the transition from traditional to modern power sources, a challenge that many establishments of the time grappled with. The prelude to this disaster sets a dramatic scene, illustrating the fine balance between innovation and safety, ambition and caution. It also marks a pivotal moment in the Stanley Hotel's history, serving as a catalyst for change and a haunting reminder of the past that would contribute to its legendary status as one of America's most storied hotels. On the fateful day of June 25, 1911, the Stanley Hotel, a marvel of early 20th century luxury, set against the pristine wilderness of Estes Park, Colorado, became the site of a dramatic and harrowing event. The hotel, celebrated for its innovative embrace of electricity, faced the limitations of early electrical infrastructure, necessitating a reliance on gas lighting as a supplementary source of illumination. This blend of pioneering technology and traditional methods set the stage for a disaster that would etch itself into the annals of the hotel's storied history. The explosion occurred in room 217, a chamber like any other, expected to be a haven of rest and relaxation for its occupants. On that day, however, it became the epicenter of a catastrophic explosion. The cause was tragically mundane yet devastating. A leak in the hotel's gas lanterns met with the open flame of a candle, igniting an explosion that tore through the room and caused significant damage to the hotel. The blast was so powerful that it not only destroyed a portion of the hotel, but also resulted in a chambermaid being hurled from the room to the dining area below, a testimony to the force of the explosion. The immediate aftermath of the explosion was one of chaos and shock. Elizabeth Wilson, the head chambermaid, bore the brunt of the disaster, suffering injuries that rendered her unconscious. Miraculously, despite the severity of the blast, she survived. Her survival, a sliver of fortune on an otherwise dark day. The hotel, a beacon of luxury and progress, was suddenly a site of destruction, with approximately 1/10 of its structure damaged. Guests and staff alike were thrown into a state of disarray, confronted with the physical and emotional toll of the incident. The response from the hotel staff and the broader community was swift. Despite the damage, the resilience of the human spirit shone through as repairs commenced immediately. The hotel's commitment to excellence and safety was evident in the rapid reconstruction efforts, ensuring that the damaged sections were restored to their former glory. This event, though tragic, showcased the Stanley Hotel's dedication to its guests and employees, reinforcing its reputation as a premier destination, even in the face of adversity. The explosion in room 217 became a defining moment in the Stanley Hotel's history, a reminder of the challenges and dangers inherent in the dawn of modern technology. It served as a poignant example of the unforeseen risks associated with the transition from traditional to modern methods of lighting and energy. The incident not only highlighted the technological challenges of the early 20th century, but also underscored the importance of safety and vigilance in the face of innovation. As the hotel moved forward, the legacy of the explosion and the miraculous survival of Elizabeth Wilson remained, woven into the fabric of its haunted history, a story of triumph and tragedy amid the pursuit of progress. Elizabeth Wilson's tale at the Stanley Hotel is not just a story of survival. It's a narrative deeply interwoven with the hotel's very essence. Wilson served as the head chambermaid, a position of responsibility and trust, ensuring the hotel's standards of excellence and comfort were upheld for every guest. Her role was emblematic of the dedication and service ethos that the Stanley Hotel aspired to, making her an integral part of the establishment's day-to-day operations. On June 25, 1911, Wilson's routine duties took a perilous turn when she entered room 217 with a candle to light the gas lamps. A common practice due to the hotel's sporadic electrical supply. Unbeknownst to her, a gas leak had filled the room, and the ignition of her candle triggered a devastating explosion. The force of the blast was so immense that it propelled her through the floor, causing her to fall into the dining area below. The accident resulted in significant injuries, including 2 broken ankles, yet, by some stroke of miraculous fortune, she survived. This event was a stark reminder of the era's technological challenges and the ever-present dangers of early electrical and gas systems. Wilson's remarkable recovery and her decision to continue working at the hotel until 1950 exemplify her resilience and commitment. Her story did not end with her retirement. It took on a life of its own, becoming a cornerstone of the Stanley Hotel's haunted lore. Guests have reported waking to find their belongings neatly arranged, their suitcases organized, and their rooms tidier than the night before. Phenomena often attributed to Wilson's enduring presence. These gentle interventions, far from malevolent, suggest a caretaker still devoted to her duties, a friendly ghost lingering in the corridors of the place she once served so faithfully. Elizabeth Wilson's story is a fascinating blend of history, tragedy, and the supernatural, contributing a unique layer to the Stanley Hotel's mystique. Her survival and continued presence, as reported by countless guests and staff, enrich the hotel's narrative, adding depth and intrigue. It's a tale that captures the imagination, bridging the gap between the past and the present, and ensuring that her spirit, whether literal or metaphorical, remains an indelible part of the Stanley Hotel's legacy. The aftermath of the 1911 explosion in room 217 led to a pivotal moment in the Stanley Hotel's history, triggering a series of repairs and renovations that not only restored the damaged sections, but also underscored the resilience and determination of its owners and staff. The explosion, which caused significant damage to the hotel and injured Elizabeth Wilson, among others, necessitated immediate action to ensure that the hotel's continued operation and to preserve its reputation as a premier destination. The hotel's swift response to the disaster was remarkable. Repairs commenced almost immediately, with a focus on restoring the damaged dining room and west wing, which had borne the brunt of the explosion's force. The cost of the repairs was significant, estimated at $10,000 at the time, a considerable sum that reflected the extent of the damage and the commitment to maintaining the hotel's standards. Despite the challenges, the affected portion of the hotel was out of commission for only a short time, a testament to the efficiency and effectiveness of the restoration efforts. This event and its aftermath have become integral to the fabric of the Stanley Hotel's history, contributing to its haunted reputation. The tale of Elizabeth Wilson's miraculous survival and her continued presence in room 217 has fascinated guests and paranormal enthusiasts alike, becoming a central theme in the ghost tours and stories that are now synonymous with the Stanley Hotel experience. The narrative of the explosion, with its blend of historical fact and supernatural legend, has enriched the lore surrounding the hotel, making it not just a destination for travelers seeking luxury and beauty, but also for those drawn to its mysterious and eerie past. Furthermore, the Stanley Hotel's ability to rise from the aftermath of the explosion, to repair and continue thriving, has underscored its enduring appeal. The resilience has been mirrored in the hotel's subsequent history, from its periods of decline to its rejuvenation as a beloved landmark, celebrated not only for its architectural beauty and historical significance, but also for its rich tapestry of stories that span the spectral and the corporeal. In essence, the 1911 gas explosion and its aftermath have played a crucial role in shaping the Stanley Hotel's identity. The event has woven itself into the hotel's narrative, adding a layer of depth to its history and allure. The legacy of the explosion and of Elizabeth Wilson's spirit said to linger in room 217 continues to captivate and intrigue, ensuring the Stanley Hotel remains a place where the past is very much alive in the present, and a site of both historical interest and supernatural fascination. As we close this chapter on the haunting echoes of room 217 and the resilience of the Stanley Hotel in the wake of disaster, our story is far from over. Join us in the next episode of Ancient Secrets and Haunted Journeys, where we explore the enduring legacy of Freeland Oscar Stanley and his wife Flora. Beyond the technological marvels and the architectural grandeur, their spirits are said to roam the halls of this iconic hotel, a testament to their undying love and commitment to their creation. From Flora's ethereal piano recitals to F.O. Stanley's spectral greetings, their presence adds a layer of mystique to the hotel's ambiance. Stay tuned as we step deeper into the realms of history and the paranormal, unraveling the tale of a couple whose vision transformed the Stanley Hotel into a beacon of luxury and whose spirits continue to enchant visitors, blending the lines between the tangible and the otherworldly.